Hi, welcome back. This is Larissa post-vacation. Do I look darker? I feel darker. Didn't get burnt, which is good. Yeah, so really meant to post one, just didn't get to it. There was no way, man. Especially with like the internet connection. Abby, my sister-in-law, was even trying to do like schoolwork, and the internet was like, nope, no schoolwork for you. Vacation! Had a good time. Played a really riveting game of Clue. I hadn't played Clue in a while. I was suspicious a bit because my cousin Jack reminds me so strongly of my brother David, and David cheats at almost every game he plays. Don't ever play with him. He cheats. Even in games where you shouldn't be able to cheat. Because if he does it win, he's gonna make it so no one else can. I may have been a little harsh with Jack at first, but he kind of rolled with it. We were good. Left here Thursday and stopped in Fort Wayne to get a pair of lake shoes and to my lake shoes that I left at the lake, which is fine because I don't even like lake shoes anyway. I would just rather go barefoot or wear flip-flops. They're heavy, they're bulky, they're uncomfortable. Blech. They make you feel like you're constantly walking in wet socks. And then when the sand gets in there, like, don't even talk about it. So went to Fort Wayne, got the lake shoes, and then went up to Grand Rapids, where I hung out with Jamie and Keisha, who I miss dearly. I used to work for Jamie at the mall, Chick-fil-A, in Fort Wayne, but she got her own store in Grand Rapids and has been begging me to go up. So I went up Thursday night, and Friday went in with her Friday morning to help work and train new hires that she has. It's just like old times. It's good. And then we went to the best Italian restaurant that had homemade pasta. It was so good. And then I went from there to the lake house. Just got a text from work. No, I really wish that I could be totally open and honest with everything that I've got going on right now, but I cannot. But there are a few things that are really being a struggle now, which is part of the reason, I think, why I have been avoiding, not even just avoiding, it's part of the reason why I kind of dread sitting down here and talking at a laptop. Because I want to be happy, I want to share things that make me happy, but I'm struggling with a lot of stuff right now, and I don't want to put this out as like a plea or anything, but man. Anyway. I was talking about vacation. Went to visit with Jamie and Keisha. So I actually have a video because, little known fact, I used to dog sit for Jamie and Keisha. So I took a video of going to the house. Okay. I made it. There's a fry box. This has to be the right place. Because it's Chick-fil-A fries. That's the joke. You move and you use fry boxes because every Chick-fil-A goes through fries. No. Bailey running to greet me. I was a little let down.
She got so excited she piddled.
Oh, wow. Jamie continued to say that doesn't happen, but it did for me. She loves me and gives me only the best. So then Jamie and I did go to work. I was allowed to dress business professional, which is awesome, because the uniforms are okay, but I would really rather dress nice, because I don't think that this outfit is very flattering. They're not exactly designed for plus size workers. So, as I said before, she did have me do training, and I particularly enjoyed one of my trainees' responses to a order taker game that we play.
Oh yeah.
Sausage.
Wait, it's not a meal. Oh, it is.
I didn't pick a meal, did I?
No, it is a meal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
What's that?
Is that under bagels?
Yeah, under bagels.
I didn't do anything.
What?
Are you videotaping this? Are you? I see your. Okay, but the bagel didn't do anything.
No, just skip it. Just skip it.
I'm totally skipping. Meal 3. Oh, so we're back to this one here. 3,
Oh no, just skip that too.
12 count.
Meal 8.
You don't believe in me?
Meal 8.
Meal 8.
We just lost meal 8 too.
No, the customers are super angry right now. I swear.
Wait, spicy sandwich still up.
I don't even know. Oh,
Here.
deluxe.
Oh yeah. Pepper
with
jack,
bacon,
large sweet.
done,
Large sweet.
veggies, sweet tea, large. Good try.
Barely.
Is that supposed to mean encouragement? Good try. Okay, fine.
It was very entertaining. But then we went to that fancy schwanky Italian restaurant I was telling you. Osteria Rosa, I think. But then I did leave Saturday to go up to the lake house with the family, and I put Bailey in the trunk to pretend like she was going with me. But here's a view from the porch of the house, which was very close to the beach. You can see my family down there enjoying in the water, and we did do some sunset swimming. Water wasn't too cold. I mean, I think, but then again, not like I jumped in a lake in Canada. It's very peaceful. Took a video of what it was like. So this is looking in the porch for the house towards the water. And they had those like wooden plank walkways. Those were our hanging lines where we would dry all of our towels and stuff. But yeah, they had this little walkway that would connect the two houses. So David and Abby and Mom and Dad stayed in those back houses. And then Sabrina, when David and Abby left early. I got there Saturday night. And then Monday, we went to this gem fabrication plant. There's like a guy that's a scientist, and he discovered that you could create your own gemstones using science. They would sell, like, for cheap, like, diamond rings and rubies and sapphires, and it was pretty cool to see. And then we went from there to a lazy river up by Ludington, which Grandma and Grandpa packed everybody a brown sack lunch, and we all sat and ate our lunches together at picnic tables. It was really fun. And then we carried our tubes to the river, and David, of course, did his...
David, what's your superhero name? David, you're on camera. Do your little spinning dress thing. It's a really cute sort.
Yeah.
I love my brother so much. So then I left there Wednesday. Went back to Grand Rapids, drove to Chick-fil-A, helped them at the store a little bit again, and then went to their house where I stayed that night. Then I left Thursday and drove down and surprised a few friends, including Nicole, who I had to be one of the most entertaining phone calls. So I'm driving down and I got a hold of Georgia first. And I'm like, so what are you doing tonight? She's like, oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm like, you wanna go see Ant-Man and maybe go to Flat Top Grill beforehand and get some food? And she's like, yes. I'm like, great. So I'm gonna reach out to some other people, see who else is free, and we'll go on from there. Then the next person I called was Nicole. And let me try to reenact the phone call for you for the best way that I can. Is this Larissa? This is Larissa. Hello, Nicole. Hello. Are you back in town? I am back in town. What are you doing tonight? What? What are you doing tonight? Would you like to join Georgia and I for dinner at Flat Top and then go see Ant-Man? Yeah. Do you mean that I get to see you tonight? Yes? Oh my word. Do you mean that I get to watch a Marvel movie with you? Yes. Is today Christmas? She cracks me up. And I want to say I wish I had more friends like her, but then she wouldn't be the incredible sparkle in my life that she really is. So I am just very, very, very thankful that I have her. Met up with her, met up with Georgia, met up with my friend David, and we ate dinner at Flat Top, and then went to go see the Ant-Man movie, and David and Abby joined us for that. It's a very good movie. If you haven't seen it yet, go. It's very funny. It's family appropriate. You will laugh at least once. At least. And then I stayed with my other friend, Jessie, for the night, which is good because I haven't seen her in a while, and she really is a very dear friend of mine. So it was fantastic to see her. And then Friday, and tried to figure out some taxes stuff. Didn't get it figured out, done. But we are working on it, and we do have a next step. But then I went to my parents' house and was like, well, like I want to leave by 3 to get back to Nashville before too late on Friday night. But I'm like, maybe I'll stick around just so I can say bye to Mom and Dad. So I text Dad. I'm like, hey, when are you coming home? He's like, I don't know. We're busy at Aunt Gloria's house right now, and then we're gonna go get a puppy at 4:30. I'm sorry, did you say a puppy? Yeah, we're getting a puppy. So then I'm texting Mom. I'm like, what is Dad texting me about getting a puppy for? And she's like, because we're getting one. what is going on here? Like, there was no talk of this. Come to find out, rewind. Oh, well, let's go a little bit further back. Let's rewind all the way back to Christmas. Okay? Dad's been making a lot of talk about how he wants another dog because Liberty's not getting any younger. She can't go hunting anymore with Dad for when he goes pheasant hunting. Her hips are too bad, and so he wants to get a puppy. That way he can start training her, and Liberty can help train her, and we can have another dog. Mom's not having any of it. But it's Dad! He's a child at heart. He's like sunshine and sparkles, and you just want to make him happy. So David and I were in cahoots, and we were thinking about pulling together resources and buying him a puppy at Christmas. We were this close. Didn't do it because I chickened out because Mom would have been mad, furious, especially since she would have had to have gone back to school and they wouldn't have been there at the house to help train the puppy. Not a good idea because she has students and Dad's super busy with work, and then there just would have been this puppy that's like, I want to learn and make people happy, and it just would have made potty puddles all over the house. So we didn't get it. Our neighbor John bred his dog, and she has the litter of puppies, and he had promised Dad one of the puppies, but she only had 3. Now these dogs are AKC, American Kennel Association certified, okay? Like, you can trace back their lineage. Like, these are really good training and hunting dogs. They're $1,000 a puppy. Like, that is an expensive dog. But he promised one to Dad. That's how we got Liberty. That's how much she was worth. And he just gave her to us, and we love her dearly. Dad did not get the puppy promised to him by John. We totally understood. Dad understood. John still felt bad, which is why, fast forward to just last week, John goes, hey, I found some puppies. We're gonna get you one. It's good. It's a good breed. It's a solid line. We're gonna get you one of these puppies. Dad still can't bend over because of his surgery. Like, I'm like, why are they getting the puppy? It's because it was a gift. So Mom didn't know that she was getting a puppy Friday night until 6 hours before they got the puppy. And then it was this whole thing with like, well, what do we name it? What are some name ideas? And Mom had a list of names that was like 25 names long in the span of the 20 minutes that she saw the puppy. One of the names, she goes, we could name it Grace, since that's what I'm showing you. But no, we named it Justice, because we have liberty and justice. It's a pretty stinking cute puppy. You want to see it?
Sorry.
Justice, come here.
Might want to pick her bowl up so she doesn't get jealous.
There we go.
Hi.
Please pick up the dog's bowl.
Absolutely.
Look at this size difference. Look at this size difference between the dogs.
Come on, Justice. Come on. Good girl.
Like, she's barely even the size of Liberty's paws. It's ridiculous. So I stayed an extra night at my parents' just because of the puppy. And I left pretty early Saturday morning and got back down here and found out that when I made the schedule for last week, I did not schedule enough people to close on Saturday night. So I got home, was home for like an hour, unpacked the car, sat on my bed, and the phone rang and was like, we really need help. And I'm like, okay, I'll change. So I went into work and closed Saturday night, which means that I didn't get the schedule done Saturday night like I had originally planned. So Sunday morning, when I was going to work on the schedule, I discovered that Chick-fil-A's website was down. So I wasn't even able to work on the schedule until 7:30 Sunday night, which means that the schedule didn't come out until like 8:45 Sunday night, which is really bad. Everybody was happy. But in the midst of all the anger, I got a Facebook message from my cousin Alfredo. He's like, hey cuz, I'm coming down to Nashville for work. Are you gonna be able to hang out with me Monday night? And I'm like, I work lunches, so I'll be off in time. He's like, great, let's get dinner somewhere. I'm really craving some southern food. Like, okay, you know a good place? And I'm like, coming to Nashville, you're craving fried southern food. We gotta get chicken. We gotta get Nashville hot chicken. We gotta go to Hattie B's. Hattie B's is the place. You're like, well, we'll go to Hattie B's. It's really popular, like incredibly popular. It's been on diners, drive-ins, and dives. So we can go there, we can get you some hot chicken, and I can see your face. So he came to my house last night, Monday night, picked me up, and we went to Hattie B's, and really had a good time. I have not seen Cousin Freddie in a while. It was good to see him. And we like drove around town, and I was talking to him like about Music Row and Honky Tonk Row, and telling him all sorts of facts that I learned from when I went on the tour with Mom and Dad, and just showing him stuff that I like down here. And then I'm like, are you a little bit hungry? He's like, no, I think I'm good. Why, are you still hungry? I'm like, I mean, this was the first meal that I ate today, but I don't really need it, but there is incredibly good ice cream in town. Well, if you want ice cream, we can go get it. I'm like, no. I want to see you eat it. All right, let's go. So we went to Jenny's Creamery, and I blew his socks off. Like, this ice cream was so good. And anybody who comes down here, I would love to show you this ice cream place, because it is unreal. But he loved it. Totally blew his socks off. And then he came and dropped me off at home, and he's like, you know what? It's good to see you here. You're really growing. You're really thriving. It's good to see you doing great. And I'm like, Freddie, it is just really good to see someone who just loves me. And then I got home and then I went to work today. It's kind of a rough day today too. But then at the end of it, I look on my phone and he sent me a text. He's like, man, it was great spending time with you. I love your hospitality. Thanks for showing me around town. Really proud of you. Proud of everything you've done. Love you, cuz. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I think I try really, really hard to be happy where I am. Because, I mean, there's really not a whole lot you can do to change it. And if you try it and if you focus on all the things that you can't change, you just get upset and you lose sight of everything that you have. So I really try hard to be happy where I am and to help others to be happy where they are too. It's just a little exhausting sometimes when other people don't want to be happy. Maybe that's why this is so good. Because when I'm struggling with stuff, I don't want to be happy. I'm like moping and throwing a pity party and sitting down here and talking about Larissa's highlights of the past week. It's good to just go over the things that are good. And this has been an incredibly long video. This may sound selfish, but if you watch these and enjoy them, comment on it so I know. Thanks. There's something that I do that you're like, don't know that I would have talked about that, or don't think that you're doing this right. This is really annoying. The sound is like, let me know. Other than that, I hope that you guys have a fantastic next week. Thank you again for watching.